Hi there. So, yesterday was my 43rd birthday, which is insane. And I was kind of reflecting on something that I feel like I'm getting kind of a continual message on that I talked about a couple weeks ago. And like a test kind of came up for me on this last week, and I did not pass it, which is okay. And what I'm talking about is the caregiver mode. I don't know if you've seen that video. It's okay if you didn't. And when I say that, what I really mean is like energetically taking care of people, and kind of just, you know, putting yourself last, basically, and taking care of everybody else and what they need and etc. So the other day, I came across this video from this reader that I follow. She's amazing. Courtney's Collective, I think, is her handle. And when she gives messages, they are so like in depth, like collective messages that you could tell what might be true for me is going to be a different message for somebody else, and it's just she's amazing. Highly recommend her. Well, she did this video where she was talking about how she's kind of been like she's holding the door open or gate open for people and have been, you know, helping them through to find their purpose or, you know, wherever they're supposed to go next, that sort of thing. And she said that she's grateful that she's been able to hold that space, but she has to step back and focus on, you know, herself, because she's not walking through the gate. She's staying in the same spot because she's holding this space for other people, right? Same kind of idea. But, and she said that she's going to still do readings, like one-on-one readings, but she's going to channel, because, you know, you can't get rid of that, right? Channeling. She's going to channel her messages or gifts into her artwork, which is incredible. Like, she's a beautiful artist. She paints, and I don't know if she does anything else. She didn't really explain that, but I was like, good for you. Now, for me, what was interesting was I literally had just, I don't know, a couple months back or a month back or whatever, decided that I was going to use my tarot cards less. And it's not that I'm stepping or walking away from that. It's just that I know I'm already getting the message. I don't, like, that's a tool and I don't need it really. I just enjoy it, right? And it was kind of hindering what I could do with my gifts. So, you know, that was confirmation with that aspect that I was on the right track with that. But for me, her message about, you know, like, I knew that was for me too. Her message about, like, I gotta, you know, focus on myself, and I'm gonna do videos. Thanks for bearing with me. It's gonna look different, right? You know, her saying I'm a gate, or I like hold the gate open for everybody. That holds true to me too, but for me, it's more like people that are in my personal life that I'm doing that for. And the thing about that is, yes, everybody you meet, I'm a firm believer, is supposed to be in your life for a reason, right? And, you know, if you're with the right people, they hold the gate open for you, you hold the gate open for them. And I've got those kind of people in my life now. But the problem is that I'm trying to hold the gate open for people that can open the gate themselves, if that makes sense, right? Like, they are capable of taking care of themselves, fixing their own problems, etc. So, you know, that was a beautiful message to come up, because I've been so kind of on the fence about what I'm supposed to be doing with my business, especially. But that message was beautiful, because it's not like, you don't have to the problem with me is like I want to figure it out right now. Like I have to, okay, what am I supposed to do? Tell me what I'm supposed to do instead. And it's like, no, you need to get in the flow. I've got chills. You need to get in the flow of life and start living and just doing things. And then that's when you start moving towards more of what you want to do, not what you're supposed to. Because when you say, you know, this is what I love doing. So when I say I'm supposed to do that, that doesn't sound fun, right? Like, I don't like the way that sounds. So, you know, I don't know what's next for me in general in life. But what I do know is that every day I've been making an attempt to try to, at least once a day, focus on myself and whatever it is I want to do instead of what does that person want to do or what does that person need or, you know, etc., etc. I believe it's really important to support the people you care about, and both on both sides, right? So the people around me should support me too. But the problem has been for me for a long time is that I'm giving support, but I'm not asking for support back, or I'm not receiving support people are offering me. And, you know, that's what I'm working on, and that's going to have to stop. And last week was it really highlighted how much I still am putting myself last. And Spirit has given me plenty of opportunities last week to still hold space for somebody, but also take care of myself, because you can't help other people if you're completely drained and you can't function. You know what I'm saying? You can't operate. You can't, you know, like you're completely just drained is the best word I could say. So, you know, the tests will keep showing up until you learn your lesson. And for me, the big thing, I spent a long time this year working on my nervous system, trying to get regulated, because I'm safe now and I recognize that I am safe. So I got myself to a space where I can feel sometimes when my nervous system starts kind of kicking up. And maybe I'll do a separate video about that, talking about that, because I wish I had help with that. But I know I'm supposed to go through my own thing so that I can help you, right? You know, last week, the anxiety, the stress, my nervous system was so out of whack that I could not get centered, like no matter what I did. And you know, that's the whole thing about your nervous system. If you reach that point, it doesn't matter how many tools you got, you just gotta wait, you gotta ride it out then when you get to that point, and we don't want to do that. So anyway, I'm grateful for all this year, what it's taught me and how much I've grown. And you know, this year, not gonna lie, it's been really challenging and hard. I mean, that's just the facts. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's been a really tough year for me. But even though it's been tough, there's been some really good moments. And, you know, I've come out on the other side stronger myself. And I've got chills. And I'm heading in the direction that I'm trying to go. So I hope this helps somebody out there.